Hello friends, hope you all are doing good. And in today's video, we are going to continue our medium difficulty series of QA. And in this, before solving the linked list programs, I want to discuss the theory part of it. So let us discuss some theory that why linked list was needed, what are the drawbacks, and so before learning linked list, you have to see that where exactly linked list is lying. So if we see the collection framework, so let us say this is my collection framework, and here we have list in it. So list, and it also contain queues. I hope this is visible. Yeah, this is good. And this is my set. Okay, hash set, sorted set, etc. And map is a totally different thing. We will see map also when we will cover the hash map. Okay, I have put hash map in this series also. So in the later part of the series, probably in video 7 or 8, we are going to cover the hash map and practice some problems of hash map. Okay, so before that, and queues contains priority queue. Okay, here what are the, it contains array list, linked list. So this is the one which we are going to cover today, and this is one of the most important. So from a QA perspective, this is stack and vectors. Okay, so from QA perspective, I feel that both these two, you should be good in array list plus linked list. Okay, so before jumping onto the linked list, we have to see that what are the drawbacks in an array that we have to jump for a collection framework. So let us take an array. Okay, and before that, you have to tell the size of the array. Okay, let's say today we have 5 students in the class. So I have 5 students, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so student 1 is going here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And tomorrow, if I have a new admission, like sixth student, then what I'm going to do, I have to define a new array, and then adjust this sixth student here in this new array. Okay, now you can say, okay, we can predetermine that, okay, my class is going to consist of, let's say, 30 or 50 students, then I can take an array of 60. Okay, so let us assume that this is an array of 60. Okay, now what happens that this year, the admissions were low, this year was COVID, so only 5 to 10 students, or possibly let's say 20 students took admission. Then what about the memory allocation of the remaining 40 memory space? Okay, we are wasting because at the we are allocating the memory, right? So if we are only putting data in the 21, the rest remaining 40 is of wastage, but it is taking space, right? So for that we need something that is dynamic, and this is the reason array list come into picture. Okay, but today we are not going to cover the array list, and this is a homework for you that like find the difference between list and linked list. Okay, I'm going to cover the same in the next video, so don't worry about that. But I want you to just do a little homework and find out that what is the difference between array list and what is the if all of this, all these drawbacks are going to cover by the array list, then what is the reason that we have to jump for the linked list? Let me give you an example. So let me give you a hint actually. So let's say there is a drawback in arrays that, let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have a space remaining. Okay, this is empty, and now I have to I have to add in student in between 3 and 4, possibly let's say 6. Okay, so what I have to do? I have to first put 5 over here, 4 over here, make space over here, and what I'm going to do next is that do something like this: 1, 2, 3, make space here, and 4 and 5, and now going to put 6 like here, right? So this is a tiresome process, and to improve that only, like we have to include linked list, where the insertion and deletion of an element is easy. So let us see that what is linked list, and what is the structure of linked list. So a linked list contains, like, this is a node, and it has got a value. So let's say this is 1, and the next part of the linked list, like of a node, is actually pointing to the next node. Okay, so something like this. So what happens is that, like, this part is my value, and this contains the next address of the next node. Okay, address of next node, you can say. So how it is going to solve the problem? Now what happens is that, this is my head, like whatever the first node, like head is going to point toward this, and the end, like this will got null, and this will point to tail. Okay, now if I have to insert, let's say, 5 in between 2 and 3, so what I have to do is that I will define a new node, and this will be my node, and what we are going to do is that just point this to this and this to this. Okay, it's that easy. Like, we don't have to like shift all the values and everything. So we will see when we are going to code. Okay, so let us, I hope this part is clear, that like this is a node, and this is my value, and this is the address of the next node. Okay, whatever it is pointing towards. So let us like try to code whatever we have learned till here. So this is my medium, and in this, let me make a new package, linked list. And here, today we are going to cover like add and deletion of a node into the linked list. Okay, so we will make a class linked list, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I hope this is good. Yeah, so let me close my previous programs. This is my, okay, I have closed all of those. This is too much zoom. This is perfect. Okay, so this is my class, and let's define my main method. Okay, and before that we have to define the structure of the linked list. Okay, so for that, let me make a new class. So this is of node type, and here, like, we are going to take a value and another variable of type node that is going to hold the address of the next node. Okay, and let us define a constructor for this node, so that whatever like value we define, so public class node, now uh, public static void node int value, and this is going to point towards this, see the color. Okay, so we have defined the basic structure of a node, and after that we will define a node head, and this is going to like initially point towards null, and same with the tail. Okay, so after this, like we have our basic structure ready. Now we are going to add the linked list, maybe in the beginning. Okay, so for that, like, let me make a method first, and then I'm going to call it. So this should not be a part of this. Yeah, let me format my code. Yeah, perfect. So let us make a new method. Private static, will not make it static. Is this static? No. Okay, and we this is not returning anything, so we can put it this way also. Okay, and let's say add node, Oh, what happened? I don't know. Is it a bug or what? I don't know what happened. So private void add node, and this is of like whatever the value of the node we are going to pass. Mm, yeah, and for that, like let us make a new node. So node of let's name it new node, and let's pass the value here. Perfect. And before that, let me take my document and if this is here, how do I add a new page? Insert a blank page. Yeah, it has came here only. So if I draw, then what happens is that right now, uh, like we have a blank like head. This is my head, and this is pointing towards null. Okay, this is not coming good. So let me like code little bit more, and after that I'm going to explain it. So node, a new node. Okay, we have like got a new node, and after that we have to verify the that if the node is empty. Okay, what if my like nothing is present? So we can add it anywhere. So if uh, head is equal to null, then point head towards my new node, and same like tail will also point to my new node. Okay, so this is a base condition, and after that we are going to write the actual code. Oh, okay. So let us let us see. So what for adding the node, what happens is that let's say we are adding a node in the beginning. So this is my existing node. Okay, and my head is pointing towards this, and let's say this is already like 10, 20, 30. This is pointing towards this is pointing towards this, and this is null, and my tail is pointing towards this. Okay, and now we have a new node 5, and we have to point like we have to add this node at the beginning, like here. Okay, so mm, let me rub it so that how do I rub it? I don't know. So what happens is that like we have to add 5 over here. So first let us point, or maybe like let us point this to this, and after this, so let me take this. So first what we are going to do is that this is my new node. Okay, we are going to point this towards this. So what this address is present with the head. Okay, so we are going to write like new node dot next is equal to head. So whatever the address of head. So what is the like this address is presently with the head. So whatever the address, just like give it to this, and after giving it to this, let us point head toward this. Okay, so I hope like this is clear. If not, like let me explain it one more time. That if this is my node and this is my head, and we have to add a new node. So like what should the next value of this new node will contain? It should ideally contain the address of this, like the next node. Okay, and where is this address present? This address is present with the head right now. So that is like what I'm doing is that whatever the address present in the head, just give it to the new node dot next. So this part. Okay, and value will come over here, and after that we are going to point head to this new node. Okay, so after this we are going to point our head to the new node. So let us like write it down. uh, what we have written, that node, new node dot next. So whatever the value present in the head, give it to the new node dot next, and after that point head towards my new node. So this should work, and that's it. Now what we have to do to like verify that whether we have added the new node or not. So for that, like we have to print our linked list. So let me like create a object of this linked list and call the methods. So my linked list, let's name it ll, new linked list, and ll dot add node of value 10. Now we have to verify that whether this node is getting added into my like linked list or not. So for that we have to like traverse it. So let us make in one more method, private static, not static, void, and like print linked list. Okay, so for this like we are going to take a new pointer. Let's name it current, and whatever the head is like whatever the address with the head, it is going to point towards head like in the current. And like let me explain it, like let me explain this to you also. So what is happening right now is that, let's say this is my linked list. Okay, and we have to get each and every value like this 5, or possibly let me explain it here only. Okay, so this head is currently pointing towards this. So we have to make a new pointer current that is going to traverse each and every node. Okay, and after like getting the value, we are going to print this value and like move the pointer to the next node. Okay, and how we are going to move to the next node? That is like if what is the address if I say current dot next, that is nothing but this node. Okay, so let us like try to code. So, and before that like we have to verify that if uh, like let us leave the base condition that if this node is empty, then okay, so let me write a while loop while current not equal to null. Okay, so traverse till we have not reached till the end of the linked list, and after that like let print. So print the value. So whatever the current dot value, and current should be current dot next. Okay, just move it to the next node. Now let us like call this method ll dot print ll. Okay, let's, it should ideally print 10. Let's see. Yeah, 10 is getting printed, and let us add one more value. So we are adding the node, like add node in the beginning, in the start will be a better term. Okay, so add node start, and after this if I am adding one more node into the start. Okay, let me take value 5. So like in what order you think that they should print? So 5 should come in the start, and after that 10. So if we run this, yeah, 5 and 10. Okay, perfect. And the better way of printing it is rather than ln, we can, this is looking more better. Let us try to print again. Yeah, this is good. Now after this, like we have to add node in the end. So for that, like let us make a method. So add node end, and we have to like give it a value, and we are going to copy the base condition from here. Okay, so nothing like if the node is empty, then whatever the node we are passing. If the linked list is empty, then whatever the node we are passing, just like make it the new node. Okay, this is perfect. Let me format it. Perfect. Now we have to write the logic for the else part. Before writing the logic, let us understand, like insert a blank page. Okay, so let us try to understand that if we have to add a node into the end, so what we are going to do. So let's say this is my current linked list. Okay, it contains three element. Okay, this is my head, and it contains 10, 20, 30, and I'm going to add 40 into the end. So right now this is null, and my tail is pointing towards my last node. Perfect. And now we have to add, like this is my 40, and this is null as like by default. So what we have to do? So we have to point this tail toward this. So let me write something like this, and this should contain the value of this. Okay, this is my new node. So what we have to do first? So if we so first let us like join this with this. So this value. Okay, so this is tail dot next. We have to like pass this address into my new node, or maybe like the address of new node, like we are going to pass this address so that this link will form. Okay, with this. After this, what we are going to do, we are going to make new node dot next as null. Okay, because this is my last element, so this should contains null, and after that I am going to point my tail, like we are going to form this connection, and I'm going to point my tail to my new node. Perfect. So let me write the code for the same. So what we have written, mm, just give me a moment. Where is my word? Yeah, tail dot next is equal to new node. So tail dot next new node. After that, like new node dot next will get null, and I'm going to point my tail to my new node. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to like add a node in the end. So like 5 and 10. So in between, like let me write this logic so that it will verify that I want to let me write 20. So what will happen that my initially my linked list is empty, 10 is getting added, after that 20 and 5. So what should be the order? Like ideally it should be 5, 10, 20. Perfect. So let me run this and see. Yeah, 5, 10, 20. Perfect. Because initially 10 got added. Okay. After that we have added 20 in the end, and in the end like 5 got added in the beginning. And to cross verify, let us add one more node in the end. Let's name it 30. Not name it, but value of 30. So this is fine. And that's it, guys. In the next video, we are going to see how we are going to add a node in between. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long. That's why like let us like discuss why we why we took linked list over array list. Okay, that is your homework, that you have to come up with the answer. Or if you already know, just comment down below the like points which you feel that linked list is the reason why linked list is more better than the array list. And we will continue this series. I hope you are enjoying this. And if you are like, if you're not understanding these things, it's totally okay, because like couple of years back I was also like zero. I remember once in an interview, the interviewer asked me that, okay, what all collection framework have you used in your framework? And I was like totally numb, totally zero. I have never heard this term collection framework. And after that, like, that's life. So it's okay if you don't know, but it's not okay that you like don't if you don't have that urge to learn. Okay, so that's the reason I'm making this series. And if you're enjoying it, just hit that like and subscribe button. It will surely help me to make such videos in future. That's it. Shailesh Kumar signing off. Bye.